Hello, everyone. Happy day to you. So today I have a class on voting again. I know why, because it's important. That's why. But the class is on. I got something from Senator Skinner. And it's going over how the voting process is going to go during the pandemic. So it's going to be different than it's ever been before. So I wanted to kind of go over the email that I got from her because it was good information for myself, but I figure it's also very good information for y'all. And I want to make sure that we're all on board. So for the first part, I'll go over the email, and then for the second part of the class, which will be shorter, I'm going to show you basically. Well, I mean, it'll be in here, but basically where you can drop off your ballots and how you can drop off your ballots. Because right now everything is going to be done via mail or mail-in balloting. But let me read you what they wrote, just so you know we're all on the same page. So when you do get your ballot, you know exactly what to do, and it's good information. And I can forward you the email if you prefer, but I think I'll do that for the next part of the class, as well as the places in your county that you can drop off your ballot. All right. So it says this year, for the first time, all registered voters, which I'm pretty much sure that we're all registered. All registered voters in California will receive a ballot in the mail. So unlike past years when vote by mail ballots had to be requested, which is what I've always done, just because I'd rather get it at my house, be able to disseminate the information or kind of comb through and be like, oh yeah, this makes more sense, or this makes more sense. But this year, every voter will get a ballot delivered to your mailbox. Expect to receive your ballot soon because our county election officials will be mailing out ballots beginning today, and this was on the 1st of October. So you should be receiving your ballot on Saturday. I looked up the information, or I didn't look it up, but I all right, Melanie looked it up because I've been waiting every day for my ballot so that I can fill it out and send it in because I can't wait to vote. It's important. This is a very important voting year. So the 3rd, I believe, is what it said for Contra Costa County, is when we should be receiving our ballots. So ballots, and the reason ballots are being mailed is to keep us safe and minimize the spread of COVID-19. So it's important that, we do stay safe and that, we maintain distance. And this way we're not going to a polling place where you can't predict how everybody else is going to act. I remember my mom always said that whenever I asked to drive the car, when I got my driver's license and asked to drive her car, she would say no. And it is mostly because she didn't trust me. But she would never say that because she's smart. But she would be like, it's not that I don't trust you, it's that I don't trust other drivers. But this is, and it is true. It was a good point. But that's kind of where we're at right now, is that you can trust yourself that you're going to have a mask on, that you're going to socially distance, but you don't know what everybody else is thinking or what everybody else is going to do. So this is why they're sending the ballots out this way. So election officials in Alameda and Contra Costa counties are strongly recommending that we vote by mail. So some important information. You can vote as soon as you receive your ballot. Just fill it out using blue or black ink and put it in the return envelope. Don't use pencil, blue or black ink. And make sure you fill in the dot, usually is what it is, all the way through. Don't do half, do the whole thing. There was an election where they were throwing ballots out because they're like, well, they didn't fill it in all the way. Maybe it was just a mistake. So let's just make sure, fill in the entire thing. Blue or black ink. Be sure to sign your name on the back and seal the envelope. So just put on there your signature. I have really poor handwriting, but it's still my signature. So, make sure that you sign it and seal the envelope. Then put it in the mailbox, and no stamps are necessary. It'll even say on there, certain mail that we always get, it says that. It'll be like, oh no, actually you don't have to worry about this. Like postage is already covered. So this is one of those occasions, which is really nice. So if you choose not to mail in your ballot through the U.S. Postal Service, which a lot of people, a good portion of people don't believe that that's the safest way. They believe that maybe the ballot won't be received. So if you're of that mind, if you don't feel like actually putting it in the mail, or if you don't have a mailbox, like I don't, I have a slot in the door. So I need to find a mailbox or go to a post office. But if you choose not to mail in your ballot through the U.S. Postal Service, you can drop off your completed ballot, signed ballot. Drop off your completed signed ballot at one of the official drop box locations. So for a list of Alameda County locations, go here. And for Contra Costa County, click here. And this is the second part of the class. I will send that information out to you as to where you can go. And you can click on it, and they'll tell you exactly this is where you can go that's closest to your home. So you don't have to go very far, and you can stay safer. The further you go, I don't know. I guess the chances are pretty much the same, but I'd rather go closer than further. And you can also drop off your ballot at any polling place on election day. So you can go to a polling place. Like they will be open. And you can drop off your ballot even though it's been mailed to you. So I would just, what I'm going to do is I don't want to go to a polling place on election day. I want to get my ballot out as soon as possible in the safest way possible. And that is not for me at a polling place. That for me would be me filling out everything, making sure everything's signed and completed, and then going and finding a place, that on the list that I'm going to provide for you. Or at a post office, which I know one that's right over there in El Sobrante. They've always been very good, and so, there's a good chance I'll go there. But anyway, I'll send you the list of places you can go. So it's a good idea to fill out your ballot early and mail it or drop it off in one of the official drop boxes. Make sure it's official. Getting your ballot in early will ensure that your ballot is among those counted by election night. Sorry. Which you want to make sure that it's counted by election night. If it's not, then your vote, then yeah, you did all that for nothing. So the faster the better is basically what that's saying. If you haven't registered to vote yet, or you have moved, it is not too late to register. You can register to vote online here. Again, I'm going to send you this. If you are newly registering, the deadline to register online is October 19th. So you got to make sure that you've got everything in by October 19th. But you can register in person through Election Day. If you just need to change your address or want to check your registration status, again, there's a link to go online to check. I know that a good portion of you that I've gone over and we've already checked, everything's correct, so we should be good. As our county elections officials have advised, it is safer and more convenient to complete your ballot in advance and mail it, or drop it into one of the official drop boxes. However, if you really prefer to vote in person, please do not discard your mail-in ballot. So, if for some reason you really want to get that sticker, because that's pretty much what you'll be getting, which I'm happy I voted. I can just post it online or something. But if you really want that sticker, which is fine, I understand. Some people like to take a picture with their sticker. But it says, though, still please do not discard your mail-in ballot. So again, you can take that ballot. So instead, bring it with you to your polling station on Election Day, November 3rd. Bringing your ballot with you to your polling place will show that you have not yet voted and will make it easier for you to vote in person. So that way they don't really have to look through everything. And you can say, here it is. I voted. I want my sticker and my cookie. Because they always have cookies. Remember, the last time we voted, I was amazed at how many cookies they had. But again, bring it into your polling place and it will show that you have not yet voted and will make it easier for you to vote in person. So then, I guess yeah. So, and Senator Skinner says that she'll be sending out more information in the coming weeks. She hopes that we find this useful, and it's an honor serving you in the Senate. So again, I wanted to go over this with you. And just as a reminder that this is a very important election. And, we're all registered to vote as far as I know. And you should be getting your ballot soon. I just want to make sure that you know that they've really streamlined the process so that it's a lot easier for us to actually vote and not need to go to a polling place because, COVID-19, it spreads easily. And you don't know who's going to have masks and who is not going to have a mask. You don't know who's going to be responsible and socially distanced. So what you do know, though, is that if you have it, and this is what, she's saying, and now that we know, is that you can actually just go fill out everything and drop it off early and just kind of be like, I voted, now I just wait for the results. Anyway, I miss you all very much, and I hope to talk to you soon. I'll talk to you soon. I hope to see you all soon, and, just have a fantastic rest of your day, and The more we know, the better things are. G.I. Joe. Just kidding. Anyway.